Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. Today I've been looking at my iron smelting operation and I realized that I hadn't put any modules over here yet. So I've been spending the last few minutes upgrading. So I've added beacons and productivity modules already. And then the first thing that happened is that all my belts started. Well, the ore belt was emptying out and the output belt was getting saturated. So I was only using about half of the furnaces. So I'm in the process of upgrading to blue belts. I still need to upgrade quite a bit more over here. Mainly just the belts in the middle. I've already got all of this part upgraded. I've gotten some of the, like down this side, this is all blue belt, but I still have a lot of blue belt towards the center of this build that needs to be upgraded. So let's get that done. I did finish making the efficiency 3 modules that we need for the Drydock assembly components. So once we get this belt upgrade done, I'd like to work on that. All right, I need to get rid of a lot of these red belts to make room. And just get rid of some of the extra components that I'm carrying around. Let's see. Yeah, I can get rid of some of that iron. There we go. Okay, great. My problem now is that I'm running out of belts. I'm not making them fast enough. So I'm going to up this. I'm going to double this to 800. Whoops. Why didn't that work? 800 set. There we go. And then the other thing I did is because, you know, the blue belts they'll consume gear wheels extremely quickly. So the other thing I did is over here in the gear factory, I put productivity modules and a few beacons to speed that up. But we can see that they're still not quite getting enough iron. Even though I've got full red belts coming in, it's not quite enough to feed that. Now, part of the issue is that I'm just not making enough iron. I mean, I'm still relying on steel furnaces. So I think once I get the iron section updated, I think it would be a good idea to start bringing in iron plate rather than iron ore, because that way I can take advantage of the productivity bonus that I'm getting over there. And I could start to bring in steel as well. Now, the only thing I'm going to need the ore for here is making concrete. But I don't think I'm going to need to, I mean, I think I need that for reactor parts, right? Yeah, and quite a lot of it. So I don't think I want to. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just cut this down to 1 belt of ore. We'll leave it here, and then I'll have to figure out where I can put, yeah, maybe I can put a couple more train stations over here. You know, one for iron plate and one for steel plate. I think that'll work. Okay, so anyway, I've got a few hundred more blue belts, so let's go see if that's going to be enough to finish this off. Okay, so you can see where the red ends and the blue begins. And I'm just using the upgrade planner for this. Okay, now this looks like this is all blue. So hopefully now the ore will start making it to the end. All right, so let's see if we can upgrade this one. Yep. Is that all blue? No, there's still a few reds in there somewhere. Okay, that's all blue. Good. So now let's do this one. I'll just do these one column at a time. Okay. How am I doing on blue belt? Yeah, that's probably going to be the last one before I have to go back for more. Did I make it? Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. All right, and then we'll try to do this one. And okay, that was my dog, obviously. Apparently he's concerned about intruders, which essentially means anytime anybody gets anywhere close to the house or any dogs get anywhere close to the house, the dog starts to go nuts. All right. So it's a good alarm, but we get a lot of false positives. Come on, buddy. Okay, well, I got another couple hundred belts. I don't think that's going to be enough to finish it. No. All right, so while we are waiting to build more blue belts, let's get to work on this Drydock assembly component. We need 2 of those. Okay, and those are going to need solar panels and low density structures. Okay. Well, I'm gonna build it here, and then we can bring the low density structures from elsewhere. All right, so I just copy pasted onto here, so this gives us the components we need. So I'll remove low density structure and these assembly robots, and then the assembly robots themselves we can start making here. All right, so we need 50 of those for each one of these. So that means I'm going to need to make 100 of these assembly robots. So we're going to need 100 each of speed and efficiency modules, some of which I have. Construction bots. Okay, and then we're going to need 500 construction bots. Well, here's what I'm going to do. Let's, I'm just going to put all this stuff in a chest. And that way we can make sure that we don't overfeed it. Okay. So we need 100 of the modules. I'll have to come back with the speed modules. Okay. Let's just hold off on that. All right, and then we're going to need 500 construction bots. So there's 250. And then I should get supplied with another 250 here shortly. And I'm going to need 500 low density structures as well. All right, so low density structure, I'm going to need 500 there, and I'm going to need 200. So I need 700 in total. Let's go pick those up. Okay, that's these. Oh my goodness. And they stack in tens. All right, so that's 100. Wow. Yeah, this is going to take a while. Okay, so it's 200 and something. We might have to do multiple trips here. Okay, so that's 300, 400. All right. Let's take these back. Okay, so there's 10, oops, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's 200. And then here we need 500, right? One, two, three. All right, we're going to need another chest. All right, so I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 340. So I need another 160 of those. Let's go see what we can do. Okay, yeah, and I should be able to hold those. That's 100, 110, 120, 130, 140. There we go. And I have 2 extras. Okay, and you can see that I'm working on robot speed 7. That takes 2,000 sets of science packs. Robot speed doubles every level. So the last level that I did was 1,000. Now it's 2,000. The next one will be 4,000. So we finished robot speed 6. I'm working on 7. I also did another level of mining productivity. Mining productivity only goes up by 100 every level. So you can get much higher levels of mining productivity than you can robot speed. But I figure for the short term, I think robot speed will be more useful. All right, I'll put the rest of them in here. Actually, let's put as much of those in the same chest as we can. All right, and we got a few extras here. Okay, we'll put in the rest of the bots. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 500. Okay, so now I only need the speed modules. So let's go pick up some modules, which are here. Thank you very much. And I think we're doing good on blue belts now too, so that's good. Okay. 100 speed modules. So I think that's everything that we need to make the 100 assembly robots. Okay, as I suspected. Productivity won't work on this. Solar panels. Okay, I'm not putting solar panels on the network. Let's go fix that. $400. All right, so I'm going to change these to requester chests. Accumulators. There we go, 400. And then I can get rid of these. Okay, and then let's see. Okay, so this will be solar panels, and the other side will be accumulators. Okay, and I'll just limit these to 2 rows each. Up until now, I've always avoided using filters on the splitters. Because the problem I always had is that if either side of the belt gets backed up, the splitter would stop working. So then you would have the one that you want to filter for coming down, and nothing would happen because the filter wouldn't move. But I think they've fixed that. It seems to work now. All right. Why are no blue circuits coming out? Oh, okay. It's because I put a limit on it. Ugh. Yeah, this is really... My red circuit situation is totally pathetic. I need more. I would have to pick this up to get more. I think I'll do that. But I'll do that later. Okay, how we doing here? There's one. Okay, this is almost done, it looks like. Didn't take quite as long as I thought it would. It's the blue circuits that are killing us. Let me go grab some blue circuits. I think they're up this way. Yeah. Maybe I should start bringing... You know what I should do? Rather than continuing to beef up my starter base, I should probably just build them all on the train network and just abandon the starter base altogether. Okay. guess I had some extra modules in there somehow. Oh, okay. Yeah, we can stop this. All right, I don't need solar panels. I don't need quite so many blue circuits. And everything else looks good. Okay. Got it. So now what am I supposed to do with this stuff? This is the part I don't know. Uh-oh. Nope. Nope. Never mind. Jeez. All right. Yeah, let me get out of get out of Roboport range. I don't want to get replenished with everything. All right. So what am I supposed to do with these? Drydock construction. Is there like a dry dock that I have to build and put these things in? Okay, let me Google this real quick. Space extension dry dock. Let's see. Launching rockets. I'm looking at a Reddit post here. Oh, you know what? Whoops. Nope. I think I have to launch these things into space. Pardon me. I think I have to send these up on a rocket. Let's go see if that works. Yeah, so I think the ship gets assembled in space. I think that's the mechanic here. All right, so now let's just put a regular chest. All right, that was a mistake. That needs to be a requester chest. And we need to be requesting single satellites. Okay. Okay. So let's see if this works. Okay, while we're waiting for that, let's go finish up the iron smelting upgrade. Okay, let's see. I think we got that column done. What about this one? Okay, there's some red belt. All right, let's see if we can finish this off all at once here. There, wonderful. Okay, so now we've got 8 fully compressed blue belts. That is a beautiful sight. So let's look at our iron production rates over the last hour. Yeah, you can see it's peaking now, and that's probably because these silos probably fill up awfully fast. Maybe I should let the silos just fill up. Nah, I guess it's not really necessary. Now some of these still aren't running, but that's because a lot of the furnaces are completely full of plates. Let's see. 70 per second. Well, that's too much for a blue belt, isn't it? All right, let's check on our rocket. How we doing? Oh, okay. It's getting ready to launch. Great. I don't see anything. Okay, no, it should load once this thing gets staged here. And it's launching, so it must have the cargo. I can't see what's actually in the rocket, but I can see what's in the chest and one of the Drydock assembly components. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, so that's what we have to do. We have to launch them into space. And yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to... What's going on here? It looks like I might have to rebuild iron here. Let's check this here. Okay, iron plate, 8 beacons. Okay, and let's go 40 per minute. Let's go 40 per second. 13. And how many do I have? I've got 22. Okay. I'm not sure why I did 22. I think it was just because I wanted to fill up red belts with no beacons or anything. So this means I can either add more blue belt, which is possible. I can just put after the first 13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. After the first 13, I can take it underground and bring it out, but then I'm going to have like 1.5 blue belts or something. So I think ideally I would expand this to 26, which I have room to do. And then I can have 16 belts coming out. I think that's the better thing to do. All right, so we're done with those. So let's add a new task. Expand smelting columns to 26 long, 2 blue belts. I really wish it wouldn't do that. Okay. Yeah, I don't need this thing taking up half the screen. I wish I could just click on it to see my tasks, and that's it. Okay, the other thing that I wanted to do is put some buffer chests on my rocket parts, or my rocket part components, I should say. The rocket parts get made in the silo. So that way when a rocket is launching, I can be collecting that stuff. Let's see. Yeah, and these things all stack in 10, so I'll just let the chest fill up. There we go. Okay, yeah, so Drydock assembly components are done. So we'll have to launch 10 more rockets to get the structure components up there. And then we have the other rocket parts, you know, which are like life support, habitation module, so on and so forth. I'm assuming that we'll get another message after we launch these 10. It would be nice if I would get space science when I launch those. I guess that's not going to happen. Okay, so we are on our way on the Drydock construction. After that's complete, then I imagine that we'll start constructing the spacecraft itself. And in the meantime, I will be continuing to expand the base and get ready to start making massive quantities of science packs, which we're going to need for the final phase, which is the faster than light travel research. That's going to take quite a long time. So, all right. Well, thanks a lot for watching, everybody.